Yeah.
In Vilapa Kusumanjali, in the first and second shloka is described Lila. And summary of Lila is that Krishna faints in the Kunja. And then Radharani goes out to the Kunja.
The verse or the commentary?
Commentary. And then Krishna goes out the Kunja to... And Krishna is painting the Kunja and Radharani goes out to show her pride to the Sakis in a Kunja nearby. So I was wondering about one detail, like when Radharani goes out to the Kunja and goes in the other Kunja to boast, to say about her pride with her Sakis. Is she, what is the condition of her ornaments? I mean, is like all the ornaments are disheveled, or quickly Manjaris do proper Shringar to Radha? How works? And forget only the waist belt, or is like all anyway little bit mess up? How is it like? Because it's described that Krishna faints and she goes outside. Which condition is their ornament? What is the condition of their ornaments?
Your question is asking about Krishna and Radharani in the Kunja and enjoying together.
Yes.
And then Krishna faints.
Yes.
Radharani goes outside the Kunja.
Yes.
To meet with all her Sakis.
Yes, goes in a nearby Kunja to meet with her Sakis.
She'll be fully dressed.
So Manjaris quickly put her ornaments all...
Well, maybe he just fainted when he saw her.
No. After playing, is described.
It's described.
Yes.
Yeah, girls don't go anywhere without getting dressed. They don't walk out the door of their house without, dressed. So the obvious thing is that she's fully dressed.
Except the waistband.
Maybe waistbands too.
No, because that is missing because it is all in the lila.
That's not. I don't know if it's just said that in the
yes,
lila,
yes,
and the waistbands are missing.
Only that.
Because that's the lila that Das Goswami goes and puts them back on all that. But that's not every time the same thing.
Yes, of course, can be different.
So said waistbands are missing. Then that means so many waist belts are missing. It's pretty easy to understand.
So we have to meditate that we quickly dress Radharani nicely and then she goes outside.
There's no time there.
Yes.
That's why it's a little hard to work with the mind. It's a timeless place. So she can dress in 1 second. Half a second. She has to be dressed, she's dressed. There's no time. But the mood is I have to do this quick. It's Yoga Maya is acting there. It's a phenomenal place. That's what's the beauty of it. It breaks all conceptions. All our conceptions are misconceptions. Because that realm is it's like there's these things that stretch, like stretch stuff. It can go anywhere. The spiritual world can move in any direction. It can get long, get short, get slow, get fast. That's why you talk about the lotus of Vrindavan. There's 12 forests of Vrindavan. So pretend there's 5 forests or 5 fingers. When you hold your hand like that, the fingers are separated. When you go like this, they're all touching. So it's very quick to walk from one finger to the other. When you go like that, it's going to take longer. You have to, because you're not flying, you have to walk down this finger and walk over this finger. When this, it's very close. So the forest of Vrindavan, the whole Braj Mandal is like a lotus flower. So when Yogamaya wants Vrindavan to be far from another forest, it opens up like that. When Jatila wants to come from Yavat to go to Radha Kunda,
It's definitely open.
Because 100 kilometers, she never gets there. She walks and walks and walks and walks. Oh, I'm so tired, so hot. I can't. Where's Radha Kunda? So far today. But Radha gets out of the house in 1 minute. She's in Radha Kunda. It's a super highway, frame freeway, frame motorway, whatever. Just shoot, there you're there. We talk about speed of mind. Yogis travel on the speed of mind. What's the speed of love?
Faster?
Faster, yeah. Fastest.
Yeah.
Immeasurable, incalculable. True. Jai Radhe Shah.
Jai Guru, thank you.
Thank you. Nice question. Put us in the right place. Tikunja Yona Rati Kali Sira Yayali Vir Yutira Affectionia. That's Guru and Siddhanta. He's expert in Nikunja Seva. Nikunja Yona Rati Kali Sira Yayali Vir. Ali means gopis. Affectionia means expert.
You know that there is Yukti Daksha means expert.
Oh yeah, Daksha.
Tatrati Daksha.
But affection.
Tatrati Daksha Dati Vallabhas. Apekshaniya. Affection. With affection.
Tatrati Daksha Rati.
Apeksha means affection.
Hey, Pandits, what happened? Anyway.
Nirapeksha means without any. Nirapeksha means without any
Oh,
affection.
okay,
without
that
any
way. Oh, yeah, right, okay. Yeah, connected. Inner affection. Question. Krishna Baba? Jai Krishna Baba?
Yeah, you were talking about how God looks at our intention. When Rupa Goswami was laughing at a Leela in his samadhi and a man walked by and got offended at his
The
laughter.
crippled guy.
Yeah. His intention did not keep him from aparat. So can you explain why our intention matters to God, but it doesn't prevent aparat?
I guess so, that's part.
Our intention, Krishna sees, but Rupa Goswami is
Yeah,
not.
Baba Graj, you know.
Rupa Goswami is not intending bad, but still it is an offense. So how is that?
Question is asked. Rupa Goswami in Sevakunj was meditating on Nitya Lila, Radha and Krishna in his Manjari Srupa, his Rupa Manjari, and there was some, I forget what the pastime was, but some funny pastime in his meditation. He was laughing, and his eyes were closed. He was meditating, having a sporty of a humorous pastime of Radha and Krishna. He was laughing, and by chance, one sadhu was visiting, came to visit Rupa Goswami and paid obeisances to him. And Rupa Goswami had his eyes closed and was laughing. So that sadhu felt that he was ignored and disrespected, so he took offense and he went away. And then when Rupa Goswami tried to meditate again, he couldn't catch the lila. He couldn't enter. He was blocked from entering the lila in his meditation. So he discussed with Sanatana Goswami his whole pastime. So the question is asked. What is the question?
If God honors our intention, how does it not prevent aparat?
If God honors
Our intention, why does it not prevent aparat?
Why does he not prevent aparat? Why does God not prevent?
No, I didn't say that. If God honors our intention, why does not our intention prevent aparat?
Our intention.
Because That
Because
devotee
Rupa
got
Goswami is
influence.
not intending to
Commit
offend
Kamala.
Vaishnava, but still offense is happening.
Yeah, okay.
That's
So the question is, Rupa Swami didn't consciously make any aparadh, but he was accused of, he was suffered from an aparadh.
Yeah.
So why? That's what the question is. That's to teach all of us, I guess. That's a little esoteric pastime. I don't really have a clear answer for this, because that's a very good question, but I can't answer it very clearly. But basically, because he was not even aware of the external environment. He didn't see the person. So he had no awareness, what to speak of intention, but he got some result, some reaction. I never read this. This story is told. It's just anywhere in Shastra. I never read it anywhere in Shastra. It's not in Bhakti Ratnakara, which is an obvious place where stories like this are there. Narottama Das, Prem Vilas, all these books, I don't find this mentioned, although it's common in Gaudiya circles. So maybe it didn't happen, that's why it's a little confusing to understand. I never heard this described from my guru, so I can't draw on that guru shiksha to answer the question. I haven't read in Shastra either. I can't figure it out myself, so what do you say? Well, you should quote Shastra or Guru who has some clear, reasonable explanation. It's a little enigmatic, a little puzzling. No question, no answer.
Samikrishi also, same thing happened with Parikshit Maharaj, I think. Parikshit Maharaj went and Samikrishi was absorbed. And something similar.
Parikshit Maharaj put a snake around
Because he took offense.
because he was in meditation also.
He was in meditation.
But he got cursed, but the son is the one that got pissed. I mean,
Yes, very good.
got angry and cursed him. Shringi is the son of Samikrishi. He saw his father being disrespected, so he cursed him. So there's a cause. I mean, his anger of his son cursed the king to die in 7 days by a snake bite, and he did. That's not really parallel. Can't say. What do you say?
I had an experience of this. I had offended a devotee, and I could not figure out how. Right? I really tried, but she was upset with me. And so for a couple months, I kind of brooded over it. I could not trace out anything. So I went and asked her forgiveness, even though I had no idea. And after that, my meditation became stronger. And I had no intellectual understanding of why it happened, but when she gave me the forgiveness, then something opened up inside of me, even though I had no idea what was blocked.
Yeah, well, that's the power of forgiveness.
Yeah.
But you did the right. In other words, you're setting an example of your personal life that some devotee told you that you offended them.
Yes.
Although you weren't aware of what you did, but you thought about it and begged forgiveness. So that shows your humility, and so Krishna adjusted everything and accepted you. In other words, Krishna approved of your behavior and gave you access to his leelas again. So that's what Sanat Goswami advised Rupa Goswami. That's the story they tell. He said, okay, because Rupa Goswami said, Sanat, how are we going to, because Sanat Goswami, how are we going to know you offended? Your eyes were closed. So Sanat Goswami is pretty smart. You know, he was a big politician in the government. So he said, look, have a Vaishnava feast with Radha Damodar Mahaprasad. So everyone's going to come for that. You know, Radha Damodar, so they had a Vaishnava Bandara, big feast. And Stan Goswami said, the guy that doesn't come is the guy you offended. So 100 devotees came, and one guy didn't come. And that was the guy that Rupa Goswami, who took offense of Rupa Goswami's neglect. So then Rupa Goswami went and begged forgiveness, and he could meditate again. So the same conclusion as your story. Humility and submission are always successful. That's the moral of the story. Humility and submission are always successful. You didn't do anything wrong, you didn't have any medicine, just, okay, to make it work, I'm wrong. That's the way to be married for more than 1 year. You know you didn't do anything wrong. But just to say I did something wrong. Just stay married another year. What do you think? It's called spiritual diplomacy. Because what does that mean? It means submitting. It means submission. I said humility and submission are always successful. So what's the proof of that? So the wife gets on the husband's case, and there's no reason for it, but of course, no, there may be, but you know. So then the ego of the man, he doesn't want to submit, but he submits. It's okay, you're right, I'm wrong. Please forgive me. And then you kind of patch up things and go on. So submission and humility are always successful in any interaction. Take the humble path and agree, okay, I did wrong. You feel and believe you didn't do wrong, or maybe you even didn't do wrong, but just for the sake of the relationship and the peace and the happiness and the love between the two, just do it. Because devotee does the needful. Prabhupada always quote this, what is it? I don't know what it's in Bengali, but he used to always say, do the needful. Devotees who come to Prabhupada with so many problems and say this thing, that thing, Prabhupada say, do the needful. So whatever is needed to be done to keep peace and harmony and keep devotees, keep yourself and your associates and devotees in peaceful mind, happy mind, to do bhakti, it's worth bending over backwards, they say, or making some adjustment, or submitting your ego or your time or your energy to make the relationship work. That'll please Krishna. One of the last things that Prabhupada said when he left before he left this planet, anyone know that?
Collaborate with each other.
Cooperate.
You show your love to me by cooperating.
Yeah, that's right. That's what he said. You will show your love for me by how much you cooperate together. So, that's not easy. So it's desirable. Oh, monkey. Look, he's trying to... He wants to go to Croatia, I think. Where you gotta go now, big boy? You gotta go up or jump in the air. They're not welcome here. Hey! Rah! He's trapped. He touched the electric fence, I got shocked. What's your options, Jack? Go up, down, or get shocked? You? Most of the time you're inside. Like Babaji got an electric fence. I watched it for 2 weeks. I didn't see any monkeys in it, so I'm gonna get one too. So I got one too, and the monkeys come every day. Why she never gets a monkey, I get a monkey. she got it, I got it the same. You have better karma. She sits in her house, looks at my monkeys, jumping all over, running all over the place. I'm shameless. It makes you appreciate your good karma more. I have electric friends, you have electric friends. I have 100 monkeys every day, she has none. Okay. Very next time, it'll be different. You get all the monkeys.
They like your garden.
Yeah, I guess so. They like pull my clothes off the line and that forest and all those stuff. Maharaj buys a new mirror every week. He has a mirror and his friend that comes here. So monkey comes, takes the mirror, sits in a shamak tree. I look out the window, they're making faces, just like the girls do, you know. Girls look in the mirror. So monkey, you know. They do it, I've seen it 100 times. Then some other guy tries to get the mirror, there's a fighter mirror in the middle, it goes boom and crack. So Hari buys a new mirror. Oh look, he's coming again. Hey, get the stick, Brenda Rika. Come on, do some seva. Monkey seva. You're good. Attack, don't just be passive.
Charge.
Monkey right, that's just over it. You speak Italian.
Was that to confuse the monkey?
No, he's maybe Italian monkey man. You got a 3-year visa. Okay, let's go to that class. Question. Right, that question? You went?
Monkey is still there, but small child.
Okay, good.
I have one question.
Hold it. Answer that question. Yeah? Okay, go ahead.
In text 121 of Sri Radha Sahasranam,
See what?
Radha Sahasranam, Stotra of Lord Shiva, explains that Radharani left the arena of amorous pastimes, Ratiranga Parityaga. So does Radha leave the rasa dance?
Question is, does Radharani lead the rasa dance? So sometimes Krishna leads. So Bhagavatam explains that Krishna leads with Radharani and then leads Radharani. But other Puranas and other descriptions of rasa dance say that Radharani gets there and sees all the other gopis. I think Gita Govinda.
Yes.
Gita Govinda Jaya Jaya Goswami he talks about rasa dance. Because rasa dance is the most described Leela of Krishna anywhere. It's the most famous and described Leela of Krishna. It's the rasa dance. The most famous Leela also. It's in all Puranas and all over the world practically. Even different cultures where they have some contact with Vedic Dharma and ancient Puranic literatures. You know, like in Indonesia, in Bali, they have Ramayana, they have good, all different Kali, Leela, and all this stuff. Throughout Indonesia, they have all these Leelas of Krishna. Angkor Wat is a place in Cambodia. It's a Vishnu temple. So this Vedic culture was all over Asia. See, it wasn't in Canada and Europe and South America, maybe South America could be there. But all across Asia, Vedic culture was there, all the way to Japan. So there are many different descriptions of Rasa. Many of them say that Radharani, when she gets there, she sees all these other gopis with Krishna, and she gets into man. She gets jealous, anger, and she runs away. And Krishna goes and looks for her. So the answer is yes. Any other question?
No.
Very good.
We see that service of Manjaris, one of the service of Manjaris is to redress Radharani, to avoid that Sakis start to tease her. But sometimes we see in Shastra that is described that Sakis are teasing Radharani. So how
What
it
is the last part?
Sakhis are teasing Radharani.
sometimes is described in
All
Bhavana
the time.
Sarasa. And so how, because how much in the Manjari service somehow is not that fails, but sometimes Manjaris can redress Radharani properly. Other times Sakis come quicker and they start to tease Radharani. So how this happens? What are the dynamics about it in this kind
You
of
can
moments?
explain what she said. I can't
She's
follow.
saying that sometimes Manjaris dress Radharani in such a way that they hide the intimate signs and all. So Sakhis feel that nothing happened. But
Yeah.
sometimes Sakhis tease. So is Manjaris are failed to do that service on
What
time?
was the last part?
Manjaris fail to redress Radharani on time, because of which Sakhis are coming and is
not
it like that?
the fail, not the fail, but why sometimes Manjaris are not
Doing things on time.
cannot do so quickly, so that Sakis come first and start this teasing to Radharani. But like, what are the dynamics of this lila in general?
What?
On Radharani's, the love marks are there.
Yeah,
They're
okay.
visible when Sakhi see it. But actually, they
Manjaris are supposed to hide them. They are
Yes.
not hiding. Why?
why is there?
Manjaris are not doing it properly. Why?
It's not that they are not doing properly, it's that why they are not hiding.
So, okay, the question is asked that, when Radharani is intimately enjoying with Krishna in Nikunja, her Asta Sakhis are not there because she feels shy in front of her equals. Or even some Sakhis are older than she is, like Lalita Sakhi. So she feels shy to be intimate with Krishna in front of her equal sisters or older Sakhis. But she's not shy in the presence of the Manjaris who are 1 or 2 years younger than she is and they don't have any intimate relation with Krishna, they're not sharing the same lover. So there's a different mood of exchange between the Manjaris and Radharani, different bhavas existing between them. So one of the sevas of the Manjaris is to redress Radharani and to hide the various love marks on her body that are made by Krishna, like scratches or bite marks or whatever, or smudges of Krishna's chandan or vermilion or different unguents from his body on Radharani's arms and chest, etc. So sometimes the Manjaris don't do their service correctly.
It's not that they don't do their service correctly, this is not possible, but sometimes happens that Sakis tease Radha. Why this is happening? Why they don't cover the marks on time?
And sometimes the Manjaris are supposed to prevent Radharani from getting teased by Lalita, Vishaka, other Sakhis when they see these love marks, because the Manjaris are supposed to remove them. So why
sometimes the Manjaris don't remove the marks?
they
It's not
don't
as
remove the
strong.
marks?
But why this is happening?
Everything is done for ras. Everything in the spiritual world is done to taste ras. So this is a ras, to feel embarrassment in front of your Sakhis. Because Radharani wants to enjoy all kinds of flavors of love. So Radharani is a servant, she's also an enjoyer. She's the Uteshwari of all Sakhis. So she likes to have some ras exchange with her sisters. It's nice, it's fun to get embarrassed. Although we say we don't like to be embarrassed, it's another kind of fun, especially there. It's a ras, it's a flavor, it's a taste. So, because in Bengali it's called tata. Tata means they make fun. They say, oh, We thought you were such a chaste girl. It doesn't look like it. And so it's a lot of humor, it's a lot of fun, and Radharani likes to laugh. Actually, the most fun is to laugh at yourself. When you do something crazy, or somebody makes fun of you, and you can laugh and not get angry and beat up the guy, you know? That's the best kind of laughter, is laughing at yourself. Like, you know, if somebody makes fun of you or something, or whatever, you do something stupid, everybody laughs, and you have two choices. You get angry and beat up the guy. Get angry and beat the crap out of the guy, or you can laugh at yourself while everybody else is laughing. Like, for example, you're all walking around Gaudiya Hill. It's rainy season. You're with 4 or 5 friends, devotees, and you slip in a mud puddle and fall. Everybody's laughing because it happens suddenly. You one foot went that way, one foot went that. It was funny. And so you're like embarrassed, like any covered with mud and all. Oh, it's terrible. And, you just want to curse or something, you know. But everybody's laughing. You laugh more, you know. You laugh twice as much as anybody else. Laughing is the best way to heal a pinched ego. Your ego really gets pinched when you got mud on your face and all your dirty and sorry and stuff, you know. So you have to laugh your way out of it, you know. They say laughter is the best medicine. So Radharani, like say for example, the Manjis are redressing Radharani, and they start mixing up some chandan or something to cover scratches, and doing some, you know, coconut oil, chandan, red chandan, which is kind of golden color, so to cover her breasts, remove the block the nail marks. You know, like when you have pimples, you put some powder on your face. Then you have powder. Oh, I think so good. She has some powder puff or whatever. cover the scratch marks. So Radharani, the Manjis are trying to do that. And Radharani said, they don't do it. I said, why? Don't worry. So Radharani deliberately tells them not to do it. So they go, okay, you know, you're the boss. And then the fun starts. So you have to understand, it's Leela means love and love means fun.
Yes.
Does it? I don't know, I never loved it.
Very beautiful, Gurudev. Thank you so much.
Okay, very interesting question. Your questions start in the kunj, end in the kunj. She's fixed, she's good. Okay, good. How do you become humble? How do you become tolerant? It's a different category of question. The same. Question, Parvati. You owe me some yatras. I keep inviting you to yatra. I got this excuse, I got that excuse. You're too popular. You know, your mother's there, your father's there, your friends are there. You're too popular. I had to book an appointment a year in advance. Okay, next April, you know, I would book my yatra with Babaji. Every yatra I invited. Oh, thank you, Maharaj. I'm so happy you invited me, but I can't come. I like the way you say no, though. Nobody says no like you. I look forward to your reply. And even I see your mother and father, and I still invite you. I know you can't go. I just want to see your reply. Oh, it's so kind of you to invite me. You know, and think of me. Yeah, it's nice. I know, a nice guy. You know. I can't come. Okay. Question. Any answer that question? Let me see. Oh, they got a long lifeline, and they have a good running line too. She's holding up her left hand. The woman you read left-handed. So okay. So you have a question? Looks like yeah. Okay.
This Ashabandha, which connect the guru and disciple, and which help us to trying to improve in bhakti. Ashabandha.
Ashabandha?
This our hope.
Ashabandha is a symptom of bhava.
Oh yeah, that's yes, it's symptom of but that.
You talk about Vishramba?
No.
Vishram being a Guru Seva?
Okay, I'm talking about hope. So this
hope. It's hopeless, man.
Ashabandha is high, but like how to increase this like hope to get spiritual perfection, to get perfection and through Guru, how we increase it?
Question is, how do we increase our hope to get Krishna Prema and attain perfection of human life by having darshan around Krishna and leaving this body and going to the spiritual world?
Yeah, and on what it depends on that hope that we increase in it.
How to increase our hope?
We increase in it, how increase how to increase and on what it depends.
Well, it depends. It's all the same answer. Increase hope by increasing hopelessness. In other words, the lower you feel about yourself, the more you feel disqualified, the more you increase your prayer and submission to Bhagavan and to Guru. I'm helpless. Hopeless means helpless. So the more you feel helpless, the more you can feel dependent on Krishna and Guru. Because as long as you think you're intelligent and independent, then you don't feel much helpless. Usually people that are very intelligent, and they don't feel so helpless. If you have power of intelligence, and even their intelligence will convince them that I'm doing okay. But we should always feel that I'm very far from the goal. I really have to increase my prayers. When one is helpless, he feels hopeless. When one is helpless and hopeless, the person prays a lot. Prayer is the key to increasing our hope. That's why all the great acharyas, they have so many prayers. Prayers for perfection, prayers for humility, submission, sharanagati, whole categories of prayers. Gopinath, I'm so fallen, I'm this and that. I'm wicked, I'm Durjana, I'm wicked materialist, I'm so fallen. But we read those prayers and say, I'm not like that. I'm a pretty good guy, you know. So we don't like those prayers. Those prayers, they disturb our equilibrium. They disturb our false sense of advancement in bhakti. But these are all our acharyas have always written prayers like this, left these prayers for us to modify our heart. These prayers are supposed to change the heart. When you read them, we don't know, we can't sing much Bengali or Sanskrit, etc. But we try to pick up the meaning and the bhav of the prayer, and how that meaning and bhav transform our hearts so that we can become feeling like helpless and hopeless. Because that creates the Draupadi factor. Draupadi factor is when she felt hopeless and helpless, that's when she put two arms up. For a while she was holding on to her sari with one hand. She's a Kshatrani. She's a Kshatriya, queen. And her has 5 powerful husbands, 5 Pandavas. So she feels some ego of power and command and strength. So she held on with one hand. So she didn't feel so helpless. I'm strong, I'm a queen. I might have 5 husbands. But then when she said, it's not working, I have no support, no success, then, hey Bhagavan, Govinda Dhammo Dharmadavati. She cried out, hey Govinda, hey Damodar, hey Madhav. And then gave unlimited sari and saved her, chastity, and protected her. So she's a great example of feeling hopeless and helpless and surrendering. So, just think where we are and where we have to go, then you feel, wow. So, when you're drowning, you look for some way to save your life. You look for some stick floating in the water, look for some rope, and ultimately you can't find anything, you say, Bhagavan, just cry out. So you look here and there to find some support or some protection, but when you realize the only support, the only protection is Bhagavan, then you surrender. And then your life becomes full of hope. The more you surrender, the more you feel the presence of Krishna. Because when you feel Krishna's presence, you become very hopeful. You become very convinced. It's called Nishtha. That's a symptom of Nishtha Bhakti. Nishtha comes before Ruchi. You feel very hopeful. A Nishtha Bhakti feels very hopeful. I'm doing Bhakti. I have a proper guru. I'm following a proper sadhana. I'm hopeful I'm going to get success. I'm sure I'm going to get success. I'm convinced. That conviction, hope becomes conviction. Conviction becomes realization. Conviction becomes ruchi, you become taste. I'm going there. It's not, I don't know where I'm going to be next life. I don't know what I'm going to do next life. It becomes gone at ruchi. You have a taste. You're tasting the destination. You're tasting the goal way before you get there. When you taste the goal, then you soon will realize it. So to get that taste, hope is required. We have hope because we saw our guru and he made it, and we think we'll make it also. That's our conviction. Guru is a living example in front of us of someone who's going there. So we should get inspired by saints, by other saintly people, and by our own guru. That's why we always say, associate with good devotees, because that increases hope. We see others, well, this person's doing good. I should do good too. Right? It gives us strength, gives us encouragement. Alone it's difficult. Like they have an example they give. In the old days, of course, it doesn't exist anymore, I guess not. But in the old days, you had telephone books. Books with all telephone numbers in it. And there was one for Manhattan. New York City has different sections. Brooklyn, Manhattan, Bronx, and different subdivisions of the city, like northeast, southwest, etc. But they have names. Manhattan is one part of New York City. And the phone book was this thick. It was like 5,000 pages. I've seen it with my own eyes. Weighed 10 kilos. So you take one piece of paper out of the phone book, it's like thin as a piece of hair. You can rip it easily. But the strongest guy in the world, Muhammad Ali, or strongest guy in the world, can't rip the whole phone book. You know, that big, no one can't. So Satsang is like a whole phone book, Manhattan phone book. It gives strength. You can't destroy the devotee. You can't rip him. Because he has all support. That's the analogy we use. I like it. Of course, it doesn't make much relevance now. Very digital. You ever saw a phone book? Yeah. You got it. You saw? That's you. You're a computer chip. You're born in a chip generation. Okay, what's that? Yeah. Go ahead.
Do Manjaris get the experience of Madanakya Mahabhava?
The Manjaris get the experience of Madanakya Mahabhava by reflection, because the Manjaris are Tad Bhavichatnika. They share because they're Bhav Tadavya, they're one of the Radharani's Bhav, so they also get some experience. But it's not their own individual experience. They're experiencing what Radharani's experience in Madanakya Mahabhava. And there's different divisions of Madanakya Mahabhava. One is called Divyanmad. Divyanmad is only Radharani and the Manjaris. Even other Sakhis don't experience Divyanmad. But the Manjaris can experience through Radharani. That's what it's told. It's like it's explained in the chapter, the 90th chapter of 10th canto, Krishna splashing the queens. It said they experienced Ruda Mahabhava. Vishnu's commentary, there's Ruda and Adiruda. Adiruda had Madanakya Mahabhava is in Adiruda, second division of Mahabhava. So even the queens of Dwarka can experience Madanakya Mahabhava. Only the Sakhis of Vrindavan experience it, but not to the level of Radharani, Divyanmad. But the Manjaris who are serving Radharani and can experience the Bhava of Radharani at that level. And the Manjari Bhava is special. That's why I say that they try to use analogies to try to get some idea. Wherever you go, your shadow goes. If you have a shadow, your hand moves, your shadow moves. So the Manjari is like a shadow of Radharani. They're right, wherever she is, they're right there with her, feeling her and serving her. Another question? Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you so much for these answers. My question is, what to do when a guru leaves, but when you have attained perfection and when you haven't attained perfection?
What's the question? What to do when a guru leaves? What?
If the disciple is not attained perfection, but the guru leaves, what to do? What disciple should do if he doesn't?
What to do when the guru leaves? When one has attained perfection and when one has not attained perfection.
Okay.
Yes. What to do in both cases?
Disciple has attained perfection.
What to do when guru leaves? One guru.
Attain perfection or
No.
one guru?
Two disciple attain perfection.
Yes. What
Leaves his
does?
body? Leaves his body?
Yes. When he is in this world, he lives, transcends. What to do when the disciple has attained perfection and when he hasn't attained perfection? What to do in both cases?
If after guru unmanifests, two types of disciples. Like if disciple has attained perfection, what does he do? And if a disciple has not attained perfection, what does he do? What does he do? What he should do?
Two types of disciples. One who has attained prema, one who hasn't attained prema.
What they should do?
So the one who attains prema goes to the spiritual world and meets the Guru and does seva to Radha and Krishna in sadhya. The one who hasn't attained prema continues to do bhakti sadhana and eventually attains prema. It's a pretty simple answer. What's confusing about that? The Guru goes or stays, the Guru goes to the spiritual world, stays, the disciple does sadhana bhakti, and maybe he does Raganuga bhakti, and then he gets prema and goes to the spiritual world. That's the philosophy. Bhakti never stops, bhakti is eternal. Shri Sarvapaya Krishna Nitya Das. Nitya Das means bhakti is eternal. Nitya Das means Dasya Bhav, servant Bhav, always serving Krishna and Guru in Sadhakadeya and Siddhadeya. In the material world, the spiritual world, the disciple is always serving Guru in Siddhadeya or in Sadhaka Rup. So if he hasn't attained perfection, he does sadhana bhakti to attain perfection. Raganuga sadhana, Vaidhi sadhana. Vaidhi sadhana will take you to Vaikuntha, Raganuga sadhana will take you to Goloka Vrindavan. That's basic bhakti tattva. Is that clear? Another point is the Guru never goes. The Guru is always there. The form may change, but the reality doesn't change. The reality of Guru Shishya Sambandha is a reality that's eternal. The form of the Guru may disappear before our eyes, but the relationship will never disappear. They even carry on to the next life. Guru will come back for the disciple next life. Same Guru, next life she'll come to liberate you. Jami Jawat that verse. Chakudana Dioye.
Janme Janme Prabhu said.
Janmi Jami Prabhu say, birth after birth you are my master. Question. Is there not? Okay, let's hear.
In Prema Bhakti Chandrika, Narottam Das Thakur Mahashay says, anyone who decorates one's body with Radhika's lotus feet dust, he easily gets Giridhari. Can you please explain easily getting Giridhari? What is that?
Question is asked, praying Bhakti Chandrika, what verse is it? Did he tell?
40. Radhika
40,
Charanarenu.
it's 80 something. Radhika Charanarenu.
Bhushana Koriyatanu Anayasa Paibe Giridhari.
Anayasa Paibe Giridhari.
Jaya. Thank you, boys. Anyone who decorates themselves with the dust of Radharani's feet will get Giridhari. So what's the mystery there?
Explain.
Easily one will get Giridhari.
What is that?
What is
Oh, dust of Radharani's feet means Braja Prem, means Madhurya Prem. Because Radharani's feet is, dust is Ladni Shakti, and Samvid Shakti combined together is Bhakti Shakti. So we get the mercy of Radharani means that you get mercy of Bhakti Devi. And Bhakti Devi will mature to Bhav, become Bhav Devi, become Prem Devi, become Prema. And Prema is the only way to attain Krishna. So in other words, another way of saying, you get the mercy of Radharani, you get Giridhari. In other words, you get the mercy of Bhakti Devi, you get Krishna prema. So it's just a poetic way of describing the basic principle of bhakti. You get Krishna by prema, there's no other way. You get prema by mercy of devotees. There's no greater devotee than Radharani. So it's a glorification of prema and it's a glorification of Radharani. So the verse obviously is about Radharani's dust. So Radharani's dust comes in the form of what?
Satsang. Guru Kripa.
What is Guru called? Kripa Shakti Murti. Kripa is feminine. The word Kripa is feminine. Kripa Shakti is feminine. Radharani is the supreme feminine. So Guru is carrying the mercy of Radharani. So you get the dust of Radharani's feet means you get the mercy of Guru. You get the mercy of Guru, you get Giridhari. He puts them in your hand. Right?
Yeah.
How many devotees have received Giridhari, Govardhan Shila from their Guru's hand? 1, 2, 3, 4. So many. So getting the mercy of Radharani means getting the mercy of Radharani's devotees also. The foot dust of Radharani is what? It's the Vaishnavas. Vaishnavas are the foot dust of Radharani. What does it mean? You're going to go tackle Radharani and hold her feet on her head or what? That's nice. I don't think that's Krishna will like that too much. You have to connect with Radharani's representative. Who's Radharani's representative?
Guru, Sakis.
Sakis, Manjaris, Guru, Prasadam. Radharani's foot dust is all over Prasadam. That's that verse.
Radha Karavachita Pallava Vallarike,
Yeah,
Radha
Radha
Padam Kavilasa,
right?
Madhurastalike.
How's it go?
Radha Karavachita Pallava Vallarike, Radha Padam Kavilasa.
Radha Padanka Vilasan Madhura Stalike. There's a verse in Radha Siddhanta. Radha Padanka. Anka means mark, Pada means feet. Radha Padanka Vilasan Madhura Stalike. Madhura Stali, the sweet, amorous, sweet. Stali means pastime places which are full of amorous love. They're marked with the footprints of Radharani. So you want to get the footprints of Radharani? Come to Radha Kunda.
Jaya Jaya Sri
Come to Vishaka's Kunja and walk around Radha's Vishaka Kunja. You'll see Radharani's footprints all over the place. She comes here every night. I see. And you go to banks of Radha Kunda, Mahasabhava and God, you can see her footprints everywhere. That's why most people will tell you, you want to get the dust of Radharani's feet, then do some Jaro Seva in front of Mahasabhava and God. If you do that, then you'll get the dust of Radharani's feet. Jaro means broom. You sweep the steps of Mahasabhava and God at Shamakund and all around the pilo tree where they hang their saris when they bathe. There's a tree there that's been there for 5,000 years. It's called pilo tree. And there's a bunch of Gaudiya Vaisnavas who are taking shelter there also. They moved in recently. I don't know where they came from. I guess Gaudiya. Maybe Kunda, I guess. They weren't there before. A whole bunch of them, 4 or 5 big ones. Sean? You were just there yesterday.
It's dark.
They were big, guys, this big. 1 meter long, almost 1 meter long. 4 or 5 of them. They're all painted and everything. Go around Sheila's.
I don't know where is Pilu tree is.
You know where Mahasabhava and God is?
Yes, good.
There's a pilo tree right there going down the steps.
Okay.
It's all crooked like this way. This way. It's 5,000 years old. Looks it also. Imagine what you'll look like you're 5,000 years. She's all bent up like this, you know. You gotta stand like, each tree is 20 years old, he stands straight. But 5,000 years, then. Yeah, come on. Give him a break. He's got the Audi car to bend over. Question, any questions?
Yeah, another question.
Answer that. Okay, go ahead. Jaya Sri Radhe.
Sorry that I am late because I was cooked today. I have some question which arise last weeks for me about offering and prasadam. This is quite technical question, but is important for me to understand.
Okay, I'll try to answer it.
Yeah, because
It's important to eat.
yeah. In one ashrams they have standard, and when they cook the
Where? Who's they?
This actually was in Shri Hari Charandas Babaji ashram. They cook and
My godbrother.
prasadam never goes into kitchen again. They just offer on the plate to deities. They transfer this Mahaprasadam on the plate.
Outside the kitchen.
They keep in this outside kitchen, and then they put little bit of this Maha on the plate when they distribute not prasadam yet. They distribute bhog for plates, and they put a little bit of Mahaprasadam. But this is like regular rule for like lines, parivar lines, or they keep this different standards or different way to offer. I am from ISKCON. Then in ISKCON was completely different. You know, we offer all, and
Yeah,
kitchen was all was big pots of prasadam. You know.
Yeah. So what's your question?
Question is.
Okay, I think I got it.
Yeah.
Question is about details of technicalities of boga and prasadam and mahaprasadam offering in kitchen and outside kitchen is not. Some different groups maybe have some different standards of what they consider contamination or mixing in. So, you know, generally, like this example is cited, one ashram, they offer Mahaprasad to the Thakurji, and they don't bring that Mahaprasad back into the kitchen. And this actually is standard in Indian temples also. Jagannath Puri, Nachi, and all ancient temples. They have different, because ISKCON usually has one kitchen, but ancient temples have many different rooms. There's a Bhog Mandap, and there's a kitchen in one place, Bhog Mandap's another place, transfer place another place. So general rule, ancient rule of Indian Murti Puja is that food that's offered never comes back to the kitchen. They don't bring it back to the kitchen and transfer it like they do in ISKCON. I was telling President ISKCON, I know what ISKCON does very much. They take the food, either just take it to some other place and transfer it through. Offered food never goes in the kitchen. The kitchen's only boga. And boga is taken to another place to make offering, and then taken to another place to transfer. So that's your question?
Yeah, more or less, yes.
So that what you saw there, that ashram is correct. Traditional Indian deity worship standard. But because of organization or, I don't know, different places, It's not. This is very. It's not like a right and wrong thing exactly. I mean, he's trying to the idea of how to. I mean, anyway, it's a little more flexible, you can say.
And also his question about if somebody contaminate some place or how to clean this again, because in this issue was the case that for example when I accidentally come back with prasadam to kitchen. They say that everything in kitchens in this moment was prasadam. In this moment, everything what was in kitchen was prasadam, and this is not anymore possible to offer this to Lord.
Yeah, it gets pretty fanatical sometimes. That's the Bengali fanaticism. I'm sorry to say, but they get really fanatical. Don't go crazy. But
Thank you.
They say,
my feeling
yeah,
the same.
Don't get too crazy. But they say, when in Rome, do as Romans. Like if I'm in Italy, I go to the beach in a bikini. So if I go to Jagannath-puri and put a bikini on, I get arrested. Because that's not allowed there. That's not the rule there. The rule is have to be covered. So the rule in the Sun Temple is don't bring prasadam in the kitchen. Don't do it. You follow the rule of the land, they say. The rule of the land. So as far as the standard is a very high standard, you want to get some idea of this standard. It's not imagination, it's based on Chaitanya Lila. There's a story of Raghava Pandit and Chaitanya Chaudhary the Madhya Lila. He went and he would go and 20 kilometers walk from the temple, he had coconuts. Next to the temple there was a coconut tree. But the coconuts 20 kilometers away were sweeter and better. So he walked all the way there, brought the coconuts back, and somebody picked him up on a tray to bring him into the kitchen. And the coconut has a stem on it, because they pull it off the tree. The stem hit the door, hit the roof of the door, the doorway. And Raghava Pandit threw out the coconut. He said the coconut's contaminated because the dust from the feet of the pujaris rise up in the air and touches that. Touches that arch of the door into the kitchen. So this coconut can't be offered. So this is the highest possible standard of Raghava Pandit. So this is what you're experiencing in our ashram. So it's not a concoction, it comes right from Shastra, from Chaitanya Lila. So I say it's a little, in modern day it's a little fanatic. But that shows you the extent of purity and the extent of dedication. It can go that high. That's very high. Because that shows the highest consideration and the highest. Mass migration, immigration, call ICE agents. Okay, that's that. Any other questions? So next question? Yes. Okay. Wait till Bell. Wait.
Okay.
Okay, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Okay.
Anandas Babaji Maharaj describes the Leela where Radharani orders Shyam to decorate her feet with dye. Then Radharani chooses Tulsi Manjari thinking Shyam to be incapable. Does Radharani prefer the service of her Manjaris to Shyam?
Does Radharani prefer the seva of the Manjaris more than the seva of Shyam? Radharani likes to embarrass Shyam. Because she's Vrindavaneshwari. She's the queen. So she always wants to remind Krishna that she's the queen. So sometimes it so happens that Krishna begs Radharani for seva. Every devotee is always begging Radharani for a seva. Oh Radharani, please engage me in seva. Prabhupada taught that to approach Radharani with that request. Oh Radharani, please engage me in the service of Krishna. Prabhupada taught that this is the meaning of the Maha Mantra. So this comes from Krishna Lila, because Krishna himself is always begging Radharani for seva. Oh, may I comb your hair, may I dress you, may I paint your feet. Always, may I shield the sun from your face by tilting my peacock crown, so it blocks the sun from your face. So Krishna's always doing seva. Oh, Radharani, you want that flower from the tree? Let me climb the tree and put my foot on the branch, make the branch come down so you can pluck the flower. Oh, Radharani, you want that mango from the tree? I'll climb up in the tree and pick that mango for you. So Krishna is always begging Radharani, please engage me in your service. So one day Krishna asked Radharani, please let me paint your feet. So he started painting her feet, but there's so much high voltage coming out of Radharani's feet, so much Krishna praying that he started trembling. He couldn't hold his fingers steady. So he was making crooked line. He was supposed to make a straight line separating the bottom of her feet from the side of her feet. You know, it has to be straight, neat, clean. And he's just going like up and down, because his hand is shaking. He's trembling in love. It's a symptom of love, ecstasy, sattvic vikar. So Radharani said, what are you doing, man? You're doing a terrible job. And she sort of then just kicked Krishna away. She said, Tulsi Manjari, you come and do it. It's not that Radharani is doing this, not that she prefers the Manjari. There's nothing in Radharani, only the best servant of Radharani is Krishna. And the best servant of Krishna is Radharani. And the best lover and beloved is Radha and Krishna, Radha Shyam. So it doesn't prefer the service, she prefers the service of Krishna or of the Manjari. Manjari are just some small time dasis.
Yes.
Dispensable. Not big, they're not some big guys, you know, there's little nobodies, you know. Little 12-year-old punks, you know. They're important when Krishna's not there. I mean, what if you just think of it. If you're a girl, you have ego, girl's ego. So your boyfriend's paying your feet, or your sister. Your sister, like, okay. My little sister's paying me, or my boyfriend. Yeah, pay my feet. There's so much satisfaction. How much more satisfaction there is in having Krishna pay your feet than Manjari. The point is to please Radharani, right?
Yes.
Who please Radharani more, Manjari or Krishna?
Krishna.
So you should be able to have the answer to that question pretty easily.
Yeah.
It's obvious deduction.
Yes.
Radharani like, okay, take my feet. Then I'll do it. Why she kick him away? To make him more eager to serve her. Oh, I couldn't do it. Next time, I'll do it tomorrow. So next day, Radha, can I pay my, you think you can do it? Yeah, I watched something yesterday. Very intense. I think I learned. Okay, try. Radha, one time I was reading a commentary in a book. I was doing a class in Krishna Mandir on Radhastami, like in, I don't know, 1998 or I don't know, a long time ago. And I said that I was reading some book, Krishna book or something, and said, the Krishna Krishna's like a play doll in the hands of Radharani. And there was one Bengali gentleman who used to take care of the mail for all the devotees in the temple. There wasn't email, like letters. So he knew all the devotees in the temple. His name was Dadu. Dadu just means old, like Dadu. Dadu means old brother, old man, Dadu. He was called Dadu. He was initiated by some Babaji, but he lived in the temple. He was a good friend of Dinabandhu, Dadu. So he was in charge of the devotee mail. He knew all the devotees, and he would give the mail for the mail department, post department. So he heard that and raised a question. He said, you said Radharani, Krishna is a play dog in the hands of Radharani? A play dog. I said, not dog, doll, D-O-L-L. Pratima. Pratima means doll. Pratima, doll. He said, he was really angry looking and said, how can you say that? He went, how do you say it? You said Radharani, Krishna played dog. I said, not dog. The whole audience laughed like crazy. But it's a fact. Krishna's controlled by Radharani's love. Praying Vasi Bhus. Vashi means to control. Actually, everyone's controlled by love. Love controls everything. Your mother's love controls the kids. The wife's love controls the husband, etc. Parents' love controls the kid. It's like that. But I have love for my disciples, so I can't control them. There's an exception. I love my disciples, I can't control them. I wish I could, but I can't. I love them, but I can't control them. That's the exception. Independence. Jaya Jaya Sri Radhe. More question? Baba, any question? You got blue light, man. You're not going to get any kind of all negative ions will stay away from you.
Yes.
That's cool. I like it. Everybody likes your glasses. She likes everything blue. She likes you too. Question? No question? Okay. Anyone else? Remember that question?
No.
Okay, that's it. Jaya Jaya Sri Radhe.